Lying Keir Starmer makes fatal move today in BBC interview, but internet catches it. In a shocking display of political miscalculation, Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, has made a move during a BBC interview that many are already calling a fatal error. This unprecedented moment has ignited a firestorm of controversy, as the internet rapidly exposes contradictions in his statements. The implications of this moment could reverberate throughout British politics, leaving citizens wondering if their trust in leadership has been irreparably damaged. Starmer's interview was intended to showcase his vision for the country, but instead, it unmasked a deeper betrayal that many now perceive as a blatant disregard for democratic principles. In a time when the British public is yearning for transparency and honesty, Starmer's apparent duplicity raises urgent questions about his fitness to lead. Critics have pointed out that this moment could be seen as a once-in-a-generation blunder, reminiscent of past political missteps that have cost leaders their credibility and power. The backdrop of this controversy cannot be overstated. Just a few years ago, the nation stood divided over Brexit, a critical democratic vote that underscored the importance of trust in our leaders. Starmer's handling of this issue has often been viewed through a lens of skepticism, and today's interview only served to deepen those concerns. The ramifications could extend beyond his leadership. Many fear that this incident may further polarize an already fractious electorate. Political figures across the spectrum are weighing in. The powerful voices of opposition are echoing a similar sentiment. Starmer's inability to maintain a consistent narrative is not just a personal failing, it represents a broader struggle within the Labour Party. Analysts warn that this could mark a pivotal moment in British political history, one that could reshape the landscape for years to come. If Starmer continues down this path, the Labour Party risks alienating its base, potentially handing the Conservatives a renewed sense of confidence. The internet has become a battleground for this narrative, with social media users dissecting Starmer's every word. Memes and clips are circulating rapidly, and the public is not holding back. The tone is one of outrage, but also of disbelief. How can we trust a leader who can't even be honest in a simple interview? Many are asking. This sentiment encapsulates a growing frustration among voters who feel betrayed by the very individuals they elected to represent them. The British people are now at a crossroads, facing a choice between a leader who appears increasingly out of touch and a political landscape fraught with uncertainty. Critics argue that Starmer's move today is not just about one interview, it symbolizes a deeper malaise within the Labour Party. This is a party that has struggled to define itself in the wake of recent electoral defeats and internal conflicts. As the public watches this drama unfold, the stakes have never been higher. The potential for a new era of influence, or further disillusionment, hangs in the balance. The historical parallels are striking. Just as past leaders have faced the consequences of their actions, so too must Starmer grapple with the fallout from this latest blunder. The Labour Party, once a bastion of progressive thought, now risks becoming a cautionary tale of leadership failure. The question on everyone's lips is, can Starmer recover from this misstep, or will he be the architect of his own political demise? As the dust settles on this explosive interview, one thing is clear, the British people will not forgive easily. Trust in leadership is fragile, and once broken, it takes years to rebuild. The country stands at a pivotal moment, and the decisions made in the coming days could define the future of British politics. In conclusion, it is imperative that citizens remain vigilant and engaged. The struggle for honest representation is ongoing, and every voice counts. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and hold your leaders accountable. Like, subscribe, and become part of a growing community that demands integrity in politics. Together, we can ensure that our leaders are held to the highest standards, for the sake of our democracy and our future. The fight for truth and accountability continues, and it's a battle we cannot afford to lose.